that's my thing about the Cowboys. When I look at the roster, like it's not a bad roster.
It's
Right.
not.
It's not a
It's
team where
not.
like, yeah,
Need some real
this is
But
weapons,
a,
but, but
man.
you but you
yeah.
still need do you still need to draft another wide receiver? Are you guys sold on Brooks and Tolbert and I like Turpin, but are you sold on Mingo?
No.
No.
No, so we can put in
Bingo.
whereas we qualify for even though we need a running back. Well, would you rather get Luther Burden with the first pick and then get Omarion Hampton with the second foots? So those are a lot of things that we have to really digest in
And we
when
got
we get
time.
down to that. When we get to that time.
I'm
And
not
we got time.
interested. I'm not interested in using a first round pick on a wide receiver at all. It just does not interest me at all. I think that when you locked up CD Lamb, I'm not. I think you can find good wide receivers in the second or third round, or even a move like you did for Brandon Cooks for another like a veteran type player. I would have a hard time doing another first round pick because I think that they're going to look at it as they probably need to put another first round pick into the offensive line
Oh hell no!
with Zach Martin retiring. I
Yeah.
think that there's a decent possibility that Zach Martin will retire. The way that I think that the way that the Cowboys look at it is all these teams are investing all these top picks in the defensive line, and so they believe that the NFL has gotten to a level now
Pick
where
the offensive lineman, man.
an offensive line needs to have
Don't pick
probably.
the offensive lineman.
Would you pass
First
up on a
round.
Genty? Would you pass up on a Genty for an offensive lineman like a Banks or a Will Campbell? If you got Will Campbell, if you got Banks there, would you pass up on a Genty for those two guys? If it's available, Foots
If you
and
talking about
John.
me, I'll be completely honest with you. You know how I feel about Genty. So when it comes to weapons and weaponry, now the question is this, Law. I'm not drafting a lineman early in this class. This class, lineman wise, just isn't. It's not
Right.
where it's.
Oh yeah, and
I
I'm
mean,
not saying that they're going to do it this year. I'm just saying
Yeah.
that like with
Yeah.
Zach Martin, I'm thinking this is probably his last year. And if it's not this year, next year, or the year after, there will be a time again where the Cowboys have 3 1s on their offensive line. I'm very confident of that.
but
Man, why
now
y'all
the-
keep
the
doing
qu-
this? I see the chat. Oh, we gotta address the chat, man.
And to be honest with you,
Dak
it's
doesn't
kind of
need
their
a
own
wide
fault
receiver.
because they really didn't develop any offensive linemen like
Right.
you were expecting. Because that's one of the big successes that Mike McCarthy and Green Bay, man, he found so much in the 4th, 5th round. I mean, Bakhtiari, Trevor, and all these guys, man, Lindsley.
One of
He
my
found a
good
ton
friends.
of guys.
One of my good friends. I think that's just a Green Bay thing in
Yeah, you're
general,
right. It
John.
probably
Because
is.
my buddy Rasheed Walker, he was a 6, 7 round pick, and he's starting over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with you there.